Hi, good morning, everyone. We are having important discussions ahead of us today at the NATO ministerial meeting, at the Ukraine support group, and also at the EU ministerial meeting. At the NATO ministerial meeting, the most important issue is making stronger NATO's defense and deterrence, of course. We are seeing that Russia is a truly long-term military threat towards alliance, and they are testing all the time Finland also. We have to speed up the implementation of the capability targets and of course the spending targets also. And the main responsibility is in the national governments. And that's why we are also emphasizing that the national governments and parliaments have to take now the concrete decisions to invest to the national defense capabilities. Through the national capabilities comes to stronger NATO, and that way we can decrease the threat what Russia is posing, of course, to the alliance. Finland is taking really seriously this urgency of the strengthening defense. Among other things, we are purchasing 64 F-35 fighter jets. We are buying new Navy's warships. We are also starting a new significant land forces reform. We are also reforming our conscript system so that we are raising the total reserve of our defense forces to over 1 million reservists. So we hope that all the countries are doing a lot now, and there has to be a sense of urgency at this moment. And this meeting is a good way to see the kind of the results and progress what each member states are now having. And the other main topic is the Ukraine support. Of course, we are seeing that Russia is now consuming at a rapid pace their resources and coming more and more dependent on China and other allies. That's at the same time that's a sign of a strong will, but a sign of a weaker military and weaker economy. So at this point, it's crucial that the Western countries are increasing the support for Ukraine and also increasing the sanctions for Russian economy. That's the only way to achieve peace if we really want it. So, and from the Finnish point of view, we are constantly working hard to help Ukraine in political level, military level, and economical level also. This week we are giving a new support package for Ukraine, and we have also decided to join to the Pearl initiative because we see that it's crucial that the Ukraine gets the critical US weapons. And they have said that Europeans must pay the war, what is going on in our continent, and that's why Europeans have to find the money also for that. Thank you.
How do you expect your Southern European counterparts to find the money to both support the Pearl Initiative and also speed up their military spending?
Of course, we are emphasizing the solidarity that everyone in Europe has to take a fair share of the burden what comes from the Ukraine support. The US part and of course the European part. And now everyone has to find the money because this is a crucial moment. And the message is clear from the United States that the United States is providing these arms, but Europeans have to pay the Ukraine support overall sums.
Should the US provide tomahawks to Ukraine, and what difference would they make?
Well, that decision comes from the White House, but how we see it, that the long-range weapons are critical for Ukraine, and they will have a clear impact to the warfare if they will have them.
Some critics say there is too many national rules on the eastern flank, and that, for example, one aircraft or one drone cannot be shot because of the rules. Do you think NATO should have more powers to act fast?
Well, Finland has at this point quite a good readiness and preparedness in our national air defense and air surveillance system, and we have enough authorities also to operate in all circumstances, also use force if it's necessary. Now we are integrating our systems to NATO, and we see that there's a little bit work ahead of us in legislation and bureaucracy, but that work is in a right track going on in Sakhar's table.
Russian presence near Finland borders, military presence?
Yes, we are seeing in different facilities what they are now building up. So we are taking this with cool head because it's an old plan, But now we know that Russia is really doing their military buildup for the second phase of their potential aggression. And what I mean this is that they are real threats for NATO after the Ukrainian war. So they are really doing the military modernization and new buildup. And the signs have been seen also nearby our borders.
Is Finland going to do a practice evacuation as some of the Baltic states have announced that they will do?
Could you repeat?
Some of the Baltic states recently announced that they were going to practice a civilian evacuation in the event of hostilities from Russia. Is Finland, which also has a very strong civil defence culture, going to do something similar?
Well, that's kind of a traditional way to in Finland that we are always prepared and we have exercises so that we are not now kind of declaring any new kind of preparations or exercises at this point.
Would you consider something on a population level?
Well, we don't have this kind of planning ongoing now.
Finnish media over here.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.